Hey guys, welcome to the daily news analysis of 3rd of January guys. The very first news is about China has defended Pakistan after Trump's tweet. We have already discussed yesterday that Trump has tweeted to Pakistan that Pakistan has not done anything, to do away with the safe havens of the terrorists that has been given in the soil of Pakistan, right? So that's why US has said that our funding is getting wasted, that we have been providing so fit for so long to Pakistan, but Pakistan is not doing anything but Pakistan is just classifying between good terrorists and bad terrorists. So this is not done, and Pakistan must do something to eradicate the safe havens of terrorists that has been taking place existing in the Pakistani soil, right? So in the defense, China has come to Pakistan that China has said that Pakistan has done enormous efforts and sacrifices for the fight against terrorism, right? Now we already know that Pakistan and China are all-time good friends, and China is having the its geopolitical objectives that will be fulfilled by Pakistan, right? Moreover, both are the rivals of India, so China need Pakistan to contain India in at least South Asia region, right? So that's why that might also be the reason, just because that China has again come for the Pakistan and said that whatever the thing Pakistan is doing good, right? So let's see guys, let's analyze the reason why China is doing so much for Pakistan. Because see, China has totally strategic interest with Pakistan, because China-Pakistan economic corridor, which is around $50 billion project, so that is a huge amount, right? So that is going through Pakistan, and China would never want that in future there comes any instability in Pakistan, because if there occurs any instability in Pakistan, then the potential which they can actually get through this corridor, they won't be harnessing it, right? So indeed, I mean, that is the only reason, because due to which the China is giving supporting Pakistan. Next news is about China has developed underwater surveillance network in Indian Ocean region as well as South China region, right? And China is telling that to help our submarine to get a strong lock on target and also protect China's nation interest along the maritime Silk Route. So they have increased the surveillance activities in Indian Ocean region, as that is underwater surveillance activities, right? Indian Ocean as well as South China Sea region. Now we already know about South China Sea, but we didn't knew about this Indian Ocean region up till now, after the thing has been said by the analysts. So yeah, it has been said in article that works by the gathering information. This surveillance system basically works by gathering information about the underwater environment, particularly the water temperature and salinity, which the Chinese Navy can further utilize for more accurately targeting the vessels, as well as it will improve the navigation and positioning system for the Chinese Navy. All right, and it is a part of Beijing's strategy to challenge United States of America, because United States of America will never want that there occurs multipolarity in the world, where as of now United States of America is the only single polarity, but China is emerging in Asia, right? So US will always want to contain China, all right, and that is what the Beijing doesn't want, and Beijing is challenging United States of America from every possible aspects, right? And recently we already know that Beijing has opened their camp in Djibouti, where there is also a camp of United States of America just few kilometers away from the camp of China, right? So it is indeed a direct challenge to United States, and China is also increasing its footprint in Indian Ocean region, because in the name of pirate surveillance, China is carrying out naval expeditions on the eastern coast of Africa, right, to contain the pirates activities whatever is being taking place in the Gulf of Aden, right? So yeah, this was about it. And in article one more thing was given that the Senkaku Island, China is also looking over Senkaku Island, which is as of now in controlled by Japan government, right? And China want to create dispute on that Senkaku Island, so that China could be getting benefited Because see, Senkaku Island is a vast natural resource. There is a huge amount of natural resource found in Senkaku Island. So if that is being taken away by the China, then China will be the owner of, you know, future resources possible. I mean, whatever the resources that will be found in Senkaku Island will be belonging to China. But as of now, the international position is, you know, it is with the government of Japan, right? Next news is about a National Medical Commission bill sent to Standing Committee. Guys, National Medical Commission Bill 2017, which seeks to replace the Medical Council of India with a new body, has already been sent to the Standing Committee. Actually, against this bill, the medical fraternity is totally opposing the bill because there are few of the clauses which Medical Council of India, I mean the medical fraternity don't want to, you know, absorb. And those criterias are the you know, Medical Council of India will do away after coming of this bill. Now, see, Medical Council of India as of now is a statutory body, right? And there is allegations against the Medical Council of India that they are not doing their work properly, right? So what should have been the work of the government? They should have, you know, given more teeth to Medical Council of India. They should have given more training to the people of associated with the Council of India, right? But they are just doing away with this, you know, institution, and it will be replaced by a new body, which will be, you know, indirectly governed by the government only, because the government officials will also be there on the new body. That's why medical fraternity is telling that if government comes, if the footprint of government, you know, falls on that you know, regulatory body of the Medical Association of India, then you know, this association with India will degrade in its work, because whenever there comes the footprint of, you know, the governmental institutions like the central government of any region, I mean that might be a central or state government, then the efficiency of that institution decreases, right? So they just don't want to happen that. And also there is a new clause under which as of now, whosoever are the doctors, I mean they are not the actual doctor but they are practicing some sort of alternative or traditional medicines. So after coming of this bill, there is a provision in which these alternative or traditional medicine practitioners could convert to practice allopathy, right? Just they have to, you know, pass a bridge course. All right, that is the situation. But the medical fraternity is saying that what we have been doing since past these days, we have taken admissions in, you know, our medical institutes. So what is that? All right, so that cannot go in vain. That labor cannot go in vain. Moreover, if in future there is some sort of fault that is being done by these practitioners, I mean traditional medicine practitioners, then, you know, allegations will be put against the whole medical fraternity of whole of India, right? All the doctors will be, you know, defaced on if any sort of controversy occurs that, you know, some region doctor cannot give you know, their patients medicines, exact and right medicines, right? So then तो आप पूरा कीचड़ हम लोग के ऊपर उछालोगे, right? So we should, I mean, this bill must do away with the clause which are very contentious, right? So this is what this is what being said by the Medical Fraternity of India as of now. Next news is about humpback whale in Kerala. Guys, the name of this humpback whale is Luban, and it is basically a satellite tracked marine mammal, and this is being tracked under the project of the Renissa Whale and Dolphin Project. Alright, now it has been seen in the waters of Indian Ocean basically, and it is being said that this whale has come to Indian Ocean rivers just to you know, get the favorite food that they can actually get from these waters. And also the second clause, maybe the animal might be searching for suitable mate in Indian rivers, right? So that's why this was a news, and why I have discussed with you guys, because see, the kind of questions that are evolving these days in mains, those are very dynamic, right? If they ask you about any application of technology that you are observing in last year, then you can, you know, you can say this news as an example. You just don't have to remember the name of the whale, that Luban is the name of the whale. No, you just need to remember that, okay, there was a whale in which you know, it was a satellite tracking mechanism was fixed, through which, you know, our scientists were able to, you know, track that mammal, right? and this type of tracking mechanism in future can also be incorporated in different other kind of animals and mammals, so that the behavior of different animals could be judged by the use of technology, right? So these kind of good answers you can write. So that's why I have discussed it. Next news is about electoral bond. Actually, our finance ministry has notified the electoral bonds for political donations, and earlier, see, every 100% data was not available about that, what will be the denominations of the bond available. So now every data is made public. So the denominations what can be purchased under these electoral bonds are 1,000 rupees, 10,000 rupees, 10 lakh rupees, as well as 1 crore rupees, and those can be purchased from State Bank of India. All right, and these are bearer instrument, means the name of the the payee who is paying this bond to any political party. Those name will not be disclosed. All right, as well as it is interest-free banking instrument. I mean, under this bond, bank is not going to pay any interest to them, right? Now, the purchaser need to follow these KYC norm. Just the thing is that he can not enroll his name, right? Because if he will enroll his name, then the payee will be disclosed, right? So the actually motive of this electoral bond will be diluted. So that's why the thing is, and the life of this bond is 15 days, right? Under which the political parties have to regain this money from the bank, right? Okay, next news is about an endemic ant species which has been found in the island of Andaman, and that has basically been found in Havelock Island of Andaman, right? So it has been found by India in coordination with Japan, and the name of this ant is Tetramonium krishnani and Tetramonium jarawa, right? So it is endemic to Andaman Islands only, and for the first time in India, guys, new technology has been implied for easily identifying its taxonomic, right? And that technique is novel X-ray micro CT technology, all right, under which the 3D model of this ant has been made. So this was about this news. Next news is about an yojana which is called Bhavantar Bhugtan Yojana. Now it is launched by the Madhya Pradesh government to tackle the issue of farmers distress, but central government is also looking onto it, and they are planning to implement it in a national level also, right? So that's why there was a proposal from the Chief Minister of Madhya Pradesh that if center wants, then center can also coordinate with us through this scheme. Just the thing is that center have to pay 50-50. If center will pay 50-50 money with sharing on a sharing basis with the state governments, then it will be good, right? So that's why this was in news, guys. And a provision is there under which transfer of cash will be done to the account of farmers in case the model rate of any crop is less than the MSP provided by the government, right? And that model rate will be determined by different statistical data of the government. So exact thing was not written in the news article, so that's why I couldn't deliver to you, but whatever the information I have, I'm delivering it to you, right? So this was about that, guys. Next news is about a Parker solar probe. This is basically a NASA's probe which NASA is going to launch in 2018, and it will basically explore the sun's outer atmosphere, right? Because up till now there was not a single instrument which has the ability to reach so much close, which is being said that the Parker solar probe will reach the very closest part of sun, so that we can discover many myths or many sort of things which were up till now being undiscovered, right? And it is being said that it will give closest ever observation of a star. Closest pictures we'll be getting, right? And the primary science goals of the mission are to trace how energy and heat waves moves through the solar corona, as well as what accelerates the solar wind, as well as solar energetic particles, right? So these are few of the missions with which the Parker solar probe is going to probe the sun's outer atmosphere, right? Next news is about classical language, guys, and this was the news because Marathi language has been proposed to enroll Marathi as a classical language. Now, for now, we have 6 languages as our classical language. Those are Tamil, Sanskrit, Telugu, Kannada, Malayalam, and Odia. Out of which 6, Odia is the most latest one, right? And let's see a bit of criteria which determine that what language fulfills the criteria of entering itself into classical language category, guys. The language must be highly antique. All right, the language must be written on different any text or recorded history of India, and it must be around 15,000 to 2,000 years old, right? That language, and a body of ancient literature or text which is considered as valuable heritage by the generations of speakers. Means if any literature is considered valuable heritage by any of the speakers and those literatures are written in that language, then that language is eligible to be, you know, recorded, I mean, to be given the status of this classical language status, right? And guys, yeah, this was about it. And the literary traditions is to be original and not borrowed from another speech. Man, that language has to be original in itself, right? That should not be borrowed from any different other speech community. All right, and the classical language and literature being distinct from modern, there may also be discontinuity between the classical language. Say for example, the condition is that language must be 2000 years old, right? Say for example, a particular language is, you know, running since past 2000 years, but after the Britishers, they, you know, this language has been done away with. I mean this was not propagated, है ना? So after British went out from India, this language again came in India. Say for example, I'm talking about any X language. So that X language has the total criteria of getting itself enrolled in classical language category, right? So through the example, I just want to make it easy to you to understand. Next news is about a school which is called Ekalavya Model Residential School. It was also the news of PIB. So guys, basically these are the residential schools for tribal students. You have to remember this because these kind of questions might come, that, you know, Ekalavya model residential schools are for which type, who, है ना? Whether they are from tribal students, they are from, you know, acid attacked students, whether they are from different other kind of girls student or something like that, right? So, you know, you just have to remember. And also there was, you know, it was said about different ashram schools also. Actually that ashram school is also for the tribal students only, and that is being funded under the central sponsored scheme which is called establishment of ashram schools in tribal subplan areas. So under it, the state government gets 100% funding from central government for opening girls ashram schools anywhere, as well as boys ashram schools in Naxal affected area only, right? And in different other areas, if they are going to open the boys ashram school, then the funding pattern will be 50-50, right? And for union territories, guys, girls and boys ashram school will be 100% funded by central government, right? So this was about this news, guys. Yeah, our news is over for today. We'll meet in tomorrow's class, and bye bye, take care, guys. We'll meet you next class. Bye, take care.